What's going on, everybody? This is Joe.
And Amy.
And we are back with another episode of Pokemon Black, Amy's 5th journey through the world of Pokemon. Last time we started exploring, or continued exploring, to the east of where we had never really gone before. So if we take a look at our town map, we are currently at Lacunosa Town. And we got here by going over the village bridge from Opelucid City. Opelucid we have been to before, but making it all the way here to Lacunosa, we've never been here, or had never been here prior to last episode. Also, Amy, you finally caught, and I say finally because it's the first time for you, despite how much I'm sure you love this Pokemon, you caught a Vespiquen.
Yes.
The Queen Bee Pokemon.
Yeah.
For folks that have not seen our Pokemon Red playthrough yet, spoilers for just a moment, but Amy, one of your favorite Pokemon, if I recall, from our Pokemon Red playthrough is Beedrill.
One of my favorite animals, period, are bees.
Correct. Now, you've obviously took Beedrill through your entire Pokemon Red journey.
Yeah. As
opposed to Vespiquen, which you've seen multiple times and now you caught one, but it was literally in the last episode, you've already beaten the Elite Four, all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. Do you have opinions on Vespiquen? Like, is she near the top of your favorites list, or is you just like the idea of her, and if you had the chance to use her, you might try to categorize her?
I love her. Do I feel like I'm necessarily going to use her? I don't know.
Right, and in this game, last time you decided probably not, especially with how established your team is right now.
Yeah, like if I had caught her way back when,
sure,
then yeah, I probably would have incorporated her into the team, but...
Well, and the thing is, don't forget, we did talk about this last time, but it's been a little bit for us, but in this game, you wouldn't have been able to do that, because she's from Gen 4, and
I see.
Up until you beat the game, basically, you beat the Elite Four, etc.
It's all new Pokemon.
Correct. It was all Gen 5.
Yeah.
So the only reason you were able to see her here is because now all of the Pokemon from prior generations are available in the wild, and
sure,
some of the trainers have them and stuff like that. So, but something that I wanted to do today to start is, I think I was a little premature, and maybe I should have known better. But when we were here in Opelucid City, one of the things that, we really had been doing since restarting the game after, doing the post-game stuff after having beaten the Elite Four and then N and Getsis, right? We started all the way back here at New Vemetown, and we've basically gone through everywhere that we've been, all the way around until we got to Route 11, the Village Bridge, Route 12, and now Lacunosa Town.
Yeah.
But that's because we went to the east from Opelucid. If we go north from Opelucid, we get to Route 10, Victory Road, and the Pokemon League. And technically, there is one more thing to do up in those areas, at least for now.
Right.
That I thought you might be interested in doing, and that is spoilers, I guess. I'm literally going to lead you there. So, if we look at your team, but also, I guess it would be looking in the box. But if you recall, multiple episodes ago now, spoilers, I guess, folks hopefully have seen those, but feel free to check them out on the channel if you have not. You caught Cobalion, one of the legendary trio, which I told you at the time that until you caught Cobalion, the other two would not be available to you.
Right.
After that, sometime after that, I don't believe it was necessarily the next episode, but you all can correct me if I'm wrong.
It may have been.
You also caught a Virizion.
Yes.
So you had a steel fighting type in Cobalion, a grass fighting type in Virizion, and now there is a third that is part of this legendary trio that we have not found yet. And I will help you out because going through all of Victory Road seems like it would be very boring for folks to watch, since we already did that, and it was arguably not boring then, but maybe you disagree, of course. And
a second time, maybe, though.
Yeah, and as always, you folks are more than welcome to let us know any and all thoughts that you might have, in the comments down below.
Wait, I was going to say something.
Please go ahead.
I think both of those two Pokemon look very graceful, like very regal and agile and
I like that.
like classy and uh like powerful at the same time.
Which is interesting, right? I mean, they're fighting types. So you could say that, like, people might argue that depending on the fighting style, like, fighting's not very graceful, but,
Right.
I mean, I've seen capoeira. I think that's very graceful and beautiful. So, like...
I think pretty much any type of martial arts is...
Okay, that's fair. And I don't have a ton of experience with a lot of martial arts, so that's perfectly fair. I guess I'm thinking of like bare knuckle fighting. Like it's not, no offense to boxers out there. I'm not bad mouthing them, especially. Please don't hurt me. But also, more importantly, like that's not sexy. That's not graceful. That's not whatever. That's you're fighting. It's kind of a brutal thing. But yeah, I guess the point is, and your point that you were bringing up, fighting absolutely can be graceful.
Yeah.
If done in the particular styles or whatever.
Right, and agile and have an air of, regalness to it.
Yeah.
That is not down dirty fisticuffs,
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
It's nice to kind of see that here. I think they've been trying to do that all along, though, with fighting types. Show, like, a range.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I mean, in Gen 1, you had, like, Machop, Machoke, Machamp, kind of, like, big, muscular, humanoid-looking, whatever, but...
But they kept going. They took it a step further.
Oh, yeah.
They went other ways. I mean, Metacham.
Yes, big time. Big time.
That was cool. I won't go further into it, but yeah, I think it's neat.
I agree, and I think that's actually a really interesting point, because fighting could be very pigeonholed, right? And I mean, I guess from a meta perspective, like, there probably wouldn't be a lot of design space if that was all that they did.
Right,
you know what I mean? Like,
sure.
Then that might not be so great, but to your point, that's a good thing then that they would be able to incorporate that kind of stuff in there to allow it to have a brutal side and a graceful side depending on the type of Pokemon that you have.
I think that it could be said, right, that the fact that this has Japanese origins,
sure, yeah,
means that they're going to go that extra mile, that they're going to have a wide variety of fighting types, showing lots of different fighting styles,
sure,
and different styles of the Pokemon itself, both physically and stats-wise.
Sure.
To indicate the sort of broad range of things that sort of fit within martial arts.
Okay.
In a way that I feel like a strictly American game probably would quite significantly fail to do.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't hate that. If folks have examples that they want to bring up for this discussion, you're more than welcome to do so, of like talking about games that maybe refute Amy's point. And of course, not that any of you have never been, but be aware of respect and the fact that this channel exists because Amy doesn't know a ton of games. So if that's not a game that, Amy has played yet, maybe she's just not aware of it. But regardless, because honestly, off the top of my head, I can't think of any.
I'd love to be wrong.
Yeah.
Gimme.
Yeah, for sure.
But I just feel like, this will have more of an opportunity to understand the ways in which to kind of show that and give that its due.
Okay.
And I feel like American games probably just wouldn't do it as well.
Okay, interesting.
So, I mean, like I said, if I'm wrong, let me know, because I'd love to see it.
And I have said that always, like, unless we literally say, look, I know this for an absolute fact. If we ever say anything incorrectly, you are always welcome to correct us in the comments down below and let us know, where we can learn these things or where you learned these things, etc. It's always a cool learning experience for us, and then hopefully every once in a while we teach you something too, right?
Right.
So,
That's
sorry.
what conversations are about.
100% correct.
Contributing and accepting other people's contributions.
That's right. And keep that conversation going, as always, in the comments down below. I'm sorry that I had cut you off before, because I didn't know that you were going to say something, but
That's okay.
Did you see who's in this room?
I did. It's Cheren!
Do you want to go talk to Cheren?
Yes, I do.
Gruel, it's difficult, isn't it? When you confront yourself, you have to notice things about yourself that aren't too flattering.
Fact.
Question marks. Of course, I have a guess. I actually genuinely don't know. And no one can get away from themselves. Oh, I was sort of right, but sort of wrong. Do you remember this guy?
Yeah, with the weird hair.
Yes.
But he was cool.
Yeah, he is very interesting. So, so funny. I genuinely didn't know that this was happening, and you were the one that brought this up. This is the fighting type Elite Four guy.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Marshall? My mentor told me you were here, so I came to see. Listen, even if you lose in battle, if you surpass what you've done before, you have bested yourself.
Yeah.
Take the opportunity of a battle to look at your opponent, look at the Pokemon involved, and look at yourself. Are those Alder's words?
Why would they have to be Alder's words?
Because he said, my mentor told me you would be here.
Oh, okay.
And he said when we beat him, which was granted a very long time ago, that Alder is his mentor.
Okay.
So he's like training under Alder, who, Maybe, but I'm borrowing them. What I want are battles with trainers who believe in themselves like that. When I mix it up with a trainer like that, both my Pokemon and I get even stronger. Well then, I'll be waiting for your challenge in the Pokemon League.
Cool.
Okay, so now Cheren says, I guess that's that. Okay, Gruel, accept this Pokemon battle.
Alright.
Time to battle Cheren. I did not remember this was here. Hell yeah.
I'm excited.
Me too. 6-on-6 battle against Pokemon trainer Cheren, and he starts with good old Liepard. He's had this Liepard forever, but luckily, first of all, Liepard level 65. You have Scolipede level 55.
I do. Let's use
switch.
X-Scissor.
Liepard used Fake Out. Okay, classic start. You will be flinched and can't move this turn, but we will just do it again. It used Aerial Ace.
Oh, that's new.
Holy shit, Cheren. It did not kill you, though. And X-Scissor. Oh my god.
Wowie wow. I was not expecting that.
10 levels weaker than this thing. 3662 experience, and Scolipede is now level 56.
That was a lot of fucking experience, my god.
Look at that speed.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Scolipede, you're so wonderful. I love you.
152 max HP, 136 attack, 120 defense, 91 special attack, 82 special defense, and 150 speed.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking sick.
That is a fast big bug.
Yeah, I love her. I love her a lot.
Cheren is about to send in Gigalith. Will you switch your Pokemon?
What the fuck is that?
You have seen Gigalith before. Gigalith is the final evolution of Roggenrola, which is, as you affectionately called it, the butthole.
Yes.
And Boldor, who has the nice nails that you love so much.
Right, the manicure. Okay. Okay, that's a rock type.
It is a rock type.
So we will keep Scolipede in. Oh, but she needs health.
Yes, correct.
Yes, she do. But we need her grass type move.
Well, yes. If you want to use her Solar Beam, you can. It does take 2 turns. So, and she is also bug type.
Oh. Ew.
And bugs don't like rocks.
Well, who does like rocks?
I mean, who likes rocks? I don't know who likes rocks, but...
Kick rocks.
Wow.
Well, Crocodile likes rocks.
Okay. Is that who you want to use?
Yeah.
You got it. Scolipede comes out. Crocodile comes in. And Cheren sends out Gigalith. You remember this thing now? Alright, so level 65 versus level 56. What will we use?
We will use Dig. Right? Am I reading this properly?
Yes, no, a ground type move is correct.
Okay.
So you are remembering back when this used
Earthquake.
to be... Yeah, I was going to say, you are remembering when this used to be Bulldoze.
Yeah.
And you learned that Dig was better than Bulldoze, but because Dig was better than Bulldoze, we got rid of Bulldoze when Crocodile learned Earthquake.
Yes, we did. Let's do it up.
My favorite move in all of Pokemon, Earthquake, on the Gigalith. Puts it down to its sturdy. Critical hit, by the way.
Okay.
It endured the hit and used Stealth Rock on you.
No.
And pointed stones float in the air around your team. And then he uses his leftovers to restore a little bit of HP. I know all my strengths and weaknesses now. Soon I will also know yours.
Oh. Okay. I see you, Cheren.
Ha ha.
Alright, let's, what are we gonna do?
It's your call.
Shadow Claw.
We are faster. Shadow Claw hits. And definitely kills that Gigalith. Moxie Boost, totally relevant.
What?
5,226 experience.
What?
And you grow to level 57.
This is fucking insane, dude.
It's a lot of experience. Cheren really leveled up his team, man.
Yeah. He really leveled up in life.
Yeah, that he's thankfully been doing a lot more recently towards the end of this game as well. But yes, big time.
Wow.
These pluses as well.
What a success.
Yeah.
Good on you, Cheren. You're a stand-up guy.
That's true.
Love it.
What about your pluses? Do you love those
2 3s, 3 2s, and a 1.
Right? And
Fucking
the one is
sick.
And the one is the special attack, which we've never given a damn about on these Pokemon.
Yeah.
So, 192 max HP.
What the fuck, Crocodile? That's just sickening.
144 attack, 107 defense, 83 special attack, 103 special defense, but 151 speed.
Yes, my love.
This Crocodile is now, I mean, it's a level higher. It's faster than Scolipede, and we thought Scolipede was fast.
Yeah. Damn. Okay.
He's about to send in Samurott.
Oh.
Will you switch your Pokemon?
Well. Let's see.
Do you remember who Samurott is?
Yeah, I do.
By the way, folks, if you're new-ish here, Amy has a type chart over here, and so checking it out if that's what you were curious, if you're curious as to what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I could put Scolipede in and try to use Solar Beam, but Bug has a minus in fighting, and this is Samurott, so I imagine it's a water fighting type.
Okay, Bug has a minus in fighting. What do you mean? Bug type attacks against fighting type Pokemon?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
But that doesn't coincide to fighting being good against bug type attacks.
Correct. Well, fighting being good against bug type Pokemon, you mean. Fighting against bug is actually not very effective.
Oh.
Plus, bug type, yeah, plus Solar Beam thankfully is grass type, obviously. That's why you want to send it out against the water type.
Okay. Yeah.
The question is, do you put somebody in to take some damage while you heal up Scolipede, or do you put Scolipede in, heal it, take an attack?
Crocodile in.
Okay.
And then heal up Scolipede.
And then
put
switch.
Scolipede in and
Okay.
do Solar Beam.
You got it. All right. So we stay in. Here comes Samurott.
Yeah.
Then we go to the bag. And I forget how much you're down by, but I guess a hyper would make the most sense here. Yeah, because you're down by over 100. Although technically it's only 5 points more than 100. So you would be down by 5 if you used a Moo Moo Milk, but you'd be to full if you use a hyper.
Okay, Hyper's fine.
You got it. We use a hyper potion on Scolipede. Samurott used Hydro Pump, which hits. And 10 levels stronger definitely kills your Crocodile. Super effective. Crocodile faints. Right into Scolipede.
Right in.
Free switch. Or safe switch, I should say. Here is Scolipede, and you already set the pointed stones dug into Scolipede from the Stealth Rock earlier.
Fuck.
That will happen to every single one of your Pokemon, by the way. Here,
Solar Beam.
Here is Solar Beam. You are first. You are, or I should say you are faster. Not
Nice.
a surprise. But you absorb light now. Hydro Pump hits. Come on, Scolipede. Come on.
Live.
Damn it.
Son of a fucking bitch.
Scolipede faints. Who comes in?
I would say Druddigan. I don't know if it's gonna survive though. But it has.
Water. How does water do against dragon?
Not well.
Good.
Alright, fine. Druddigan just dies all the time though.
I agree. And so you have two choices. Dragon Claw is always your strongest move, so you took some damage from the rocks. Dragon Claw is always your strongest move. You do have Super Power, which is a fighting type move. You have Surf, which wouldn't be relevant here. And you do have Charge Beam, which, thanks to your item, would be boosted. But Dragon Claw is still probably your best attack, damage-wise, if I had to guess.
Yeah, alright. Let's do it.
Samurott is faster and has Blizzard, which you avoided.
Oh. Phew.
And Dragon Claw does that much.
Ugh.
It is neutral, but that is all it did.
That's yucky. Ugh. Okay, well, what the fuck else we got?
Don't ask me, man.
Ugh.
The issue is you've got 3 fire types on the back end.
Yeah. Nobody has a psychic type attack?
No.
On my entire team?
Just to double check here. Not there. Not there. Not there. Not there. No.
Oh.
There's
A
flying
fly.
type. Sure.
You think that won't work?
I mean, it will be... Sure. It could work.
Oh. Well, it's a level 71 Pokemon.
Sure, yeah. So now, do you want to switch to it, or do you want to keep fighting with Druddigan until you can't anymore? Your call. Or use Druddigan to heal Scolipede on the back end if you feel like you want to have Scolipede back and maybe not so much Druddigan. It's
I
your
just
call.
feel like it's gonna die.
Sure. So...
It already did. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, I see. Yeah,
I
for
just feel like
Scolipede,
it's
yeah.
just gonna do it again.
Sure.
So, I mean, I want to try Volcarona here.
Okay, so you want to switch right now?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Druddigan comes out. Volcarona comes in.
What the hell?
You are 4 times weak to rock, so you take over half your health from the stealth rocks, and then you take a blizzard, which is not very effective.
Okay, well, okay. Try the fly, I guess.
Okay. You could heal it first if you want, or because it did very little. Like, the rocks won't hurt you again unless you switch out and switch back in.
Right.
And the blizzard didn't do a lot of damage to you, so it's your call if you think that you're going to take less damage from it, and that the rocks did so much that maybe you want to heal off the rock damage, and then...
Yeah, I do.
Let's do that. Go to the bag. Use the Hyper Potion on Volcarona. Yeah, those rocks really mess up Volcarona. God damn. That was crazy. Alright, back to full health for Volcarona. Aqua Jet from Samurott. Does a lot. It is super effective.
Okay. But not as bad as it was before we healed.
Sure.
Alright, fly, please.
I clicked it. You are faster. You fly up high on the first turn. Hydro Pump misses, of course. Fly hits. And does that much.
Ugh.
Because it is not fighting type.
Oh.
Hydro
Why
Pump,
is it a samurai?
super effective, kills you. I don't know. Because it's got, it like, I don't know, it uses the, like, shells on its body to, like, slash and stuff, I guess.
Or like bee armor.
Sure.
But... Okay. But it is 2 types, right? It's water and what?
It is not 2 types.
Oh. Okay. Well, fuck.
Yeah, it's just water.
Alright, well. Flying would have been neutral at least.
It
then.
was. It was.
Yeah, okay. That's not so bad.
Yeah.
Well, let's... Cripes. I guess we put Druddigan back in and keep Dragon clawing.
Okay. Yeah, we can hope some blizzards miss. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Take some more stone damage.
Which wasn't bad.
The stone damage? Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree, yeah.
So, Dragon Claw, please.
It uses blizzard, which hits you. And kills you.
Wow.
This
what the
Samurott
fuck?
walls your entire team. There's literally nothing you can do against this thing.
Why?
That is super
It's just a
effective.
fucking water type.
Yes, and 3 of your Pokemon or 4 of your Pokemon are inherently weak to water. And then for the other 2, it has ice.
Alright, well, heal him up.
Alright, well, who comes in? Embor or Darmanitan?
Neither.
One of them has to come in.
Just shove one of them in. I don't care.
So pick one.
Embor.
Okay. Embor comes in. Who are we healing?
That's the question.
Yes, it is.
Maybe I should just do a neutral type attack
Okay.
so that my Pokemon will not be vulnerable to water.
Okay. So you've got a rock type move and a fighting type move here. If you want to use Embor to attack, or you're trying to say that you want to heal up somebody.
Yes, obviously.
Okay. So then, yes, who would you like to heal? Do we have any more max
Alright,
revives?
so who is vulnerable to water? Obviously my fighting types, and then who's the last one?
You mean your fire types?
Yes, what did I say?
Fighting.
Oh, yeah,
That's-
fire types.
I knew you knew it. what it was.
Yeah, you knew what I meant.
So three of your Pokemon are fire types, which are weak to water. Your Crocodile, who is ground type, is also weak to water.
Okay. So, we've got Scolipede and Druddigan.
Yes, who are both weak to ice.
Both weak to ice.
Oh, I lied. I'm sorry. Scolipede is not weak to ice.
Oh, okay.
It just died to a Hydro Pump, I think. But
Alright, we will use Scolipede then.
okay, so we're gonna need 2 turns.
Oh, we don't have a max?
We don't have any more max revives. We used them all.
Son of
And
a
you
bitch.
can't buy them.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. All right. So Scolipede gets revived. Hydro Pump hits. 11 levels stronger than you, does take out Embor, super effective. It's up to you whether we switch Scolipede in and then heal, or put Darmanitan in and then have Scolipede as your final Pokemon if Darmanitan dies.
Well, this is his final Pokemon, right?
It is definitely not. This is a 6-on-6 battle. You've beaten 2 of his Pokemon. He has 3 more after this.
Are you fucking serious?
100%. Who have you fought so far?
Holy shit, Cheren.
You beat Liepard and you beat Gigalith. This is his third Pokemon. Arguably, this is his starter, so it should be his ace. It should be his strongest.
Right.
So he just sent it out because it was super effective against Crocodile, because you had Crocodile out against Gigalith. But yes, this should be his strongest Pokemon, but he does have 3 more after this.
Oh my god. I don't even know what to do.
I would recommend send in Scolipede. You're going to take some stone damage. You can heal up to full before taking an attack and see how much that attack does.
Okay.
Because otherwise, you will have to lose and come up with a different strategy, I think.
Okay.
I don't know how you beat a level 67 Samurott when over half your team is weak to it. This is a rough fight.
Okay.
But I think this is your best bet.
All right. I trust you.
I don't know that that's well placed, but I appreciate it.
Well, I don't have a lot of choices, so fuck me, I guess.
Yeah, so your stone's damage puts you to 38, but of course, we're just going to use another hyper. We have a lot of them. So 21 to be exact. We'll put you back to full and see what it chooses to do against you. It's got to be out of Hydro Pump soon, to be fair. Aqua Jet. Okay. So this is a priority water move, but it's the weaker of the two. Yeah, see?
Okay. Okay.
Now, you need 2 turns for Solar Beam. Are we trying it?
Yes.
Come on, baby. Aqua Jet again. Good.
Okay.
I think you can survive 2 more of these. So there's one. Solar Beam charges up. Come on, Scolipede.
Just make
Oh,
it.
that's it. It didn't use Aqua Jet. Solar Beam. Hits. And does not kill.
Oh.
It is super effective, and it uses Blizzard on you, which
No.
I incorrectly thought you were weak to, but you are not. It does kill, though.
Oh, shit. Shit. We only have 1 Pokemon left.
Yes, and it is weak to water, and he does have a priority water-type move in Aqua Jet.
No.
You are also weak to rock, so the stones do 49 damage to you.
Okay. Well, we need to heal.
That's
what we're
Scolipede
doing.
again?
Yep.
You got it.
That's what we're doing.
That makes perfect sense to me. I agree. We will go back to Scolipede with a Revive. It does use Aqua Jet,
Bastard.
which would have killed you. So good call on healing Scolipede. We're then going to have to... Scolipede's going to take stones damage, so you're going to have to heal back up to full again, just like you did before.
Right.
Okay. But now it's at such low health, and Cheren hasn't healed it, so I would argue that after you Hyper Potion this thing up, any of your attacks can kill it, and you shouldn't have to use 2 turns for a Solar.
Right. Right. Exactly.
Which will be nice. You'll be at a higher health when
Right.
the next Pokemon comes in. Here's the Aqua Jet.
Okay.
That did a lot. Oh, it's in Torrent.
Bastard.
Okay. So here's where you're at. If it uses Aqua Jet, only a crit kills you.
Okay.
And if it uses anything else, you're probably faster than it.
Okay.
But
All
an
right.
Aqua Jet is priority, so it will go first with Aqua Jet.
All right. Let's stick with X Scissor.
I like that call. Okay, let's stick with
That way
X-Scissor.
we know it's our best attack
Yes.
that only takes 1 turn.
Yes, and it is neutral against water. We know that, so...
That way, if for some stupid reason he decides to heal it right now, at least we'll do the most damage we can.
I like it. All right. Fingers crossed, everybody. Here we
Okay.
go. Come on, Amy. You can do this. He didn't use Aqua Jet.
Thank God.
Samurott faints. Scolipede gained 5,835 experience. And he's going to
That's
send
so
in
good.
Simisear.
Okay.
Now, this is a fire type. He does have 2 other Pokemon besides this still left. You know that with Scolipede, you're weak to fire.
Yeah.
So, who would you like to revive?
Well, Dredigan has Surf,
Dredigan does have Surf.
but it's not great.
I agree.
We also have Crocodile,
Correct.
and Embor because it's a fire type, is not going to take a lot of damage from Simisear.
I like it.
But it also has a rock type move, or at least it did at one point.
It does. It's Head Smash, which, if I recall, does come with recoil damage, so be aware of that.
Oh.
But it is very powerful.
Yeah. I think I want to go with Embor here.
Okay.
Even if that may sound silly.
So, yes, you do take recoil damage, equal to half the damage that you deal.
Oh, that's a lot of recoil.
Yeah.
Mother effer.
Plus, with Scolipede, Embor, Darmanitan, and Volcarona, you're going to take a lot of damage, or a lot more damage than you would think on switching in with the stones in.
Oh.
Don't forget. Like, Volcarona is going to take a massive amount.
Yeah.
But that's because it's Fire and Bug, which are both weak to Rock.
Gotcha.
Whereas Scolipede, Embor, and Darmanitan are only one of those two types that are weak to Rock.
Okay.
So, just be aware, you'll take some. Whereas, like you said, Druddigan didn't take a lot, so Druddigan and Crocodile would not take a lot because they're not weak to Rock.
Okay, so we're doing Crocodile then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we will revive Crocodile.
And we will Earthquake.
Alright, so here's Rock Slide from Simisear, which is weird it didn't use a fire type attack, but fine, Scolipede faints. We will put Crocodile in, it's the only one we have, and then it will take stones damage, then we'll heal it, as we've been doing with Scolipede as well.
Right.
Okay, very minimal damage from the stones, but still.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm grateful.
Yeah, we will still hyper it up to full.
Well, we're hypering it anyway, so I guess it wouldn't have much mattered unless we died. Then
Right.
it would have mattered a lot.
As long as it lived, yeah. Here's Brick Break, a fighting type move.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
We lived.
Yes, and you should be faster. You're very fast. Brick Break is not priority.
Okay.
So-
Earthquake.
It is faster than you somehow,
Shit.
but chose to use Flamethrower for some weird reason, but still killed you.
Oh, fuck.
That's Cheren. You're out of usable Pokemon, and you paid $8,520 to Cheren, and you blacked out.
Wow. I'm shocked.
Wow. Me too. You scurried to a Pokemon Center protecting the exhausted and fainted Pokemon from further harm.
You know what? As fucking proud as I was of Cheren in the episode where he proved how much he had grown as a person,
Yes.
I am just as proud of him now.
Well,
His Pokemon got so much fucking better.
yeah, they did.
Wow.
They really did. And
It was so fucking easy to beat him.
yeah. Well, in the episode that you're talking about where he kind of grew as a person, you did beat him right before that conversation.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Wow.
I'm impressed.
Also, let's just double check here.
Cheren, you're the fucking boss.
You paid $8,000, I think,
Yeah.
but you still have $13,364.
Yeah, whatever. I wasn't caring about that. Let's buy some more hypers, though.
All right, well, we will buy hypers.
And maybe some more revives.
Okay. So hypers are 1,200 apiece. How many would you like?
Oh, we already have 18, though.
Correct. We have a lot.
Eh,
And revives, we have 23.
Jesus. All right, you know what? Let's go up to 20 of the hypers. So we just need 2.
You got it. $2,400 brings you to $10,964. You do not have a lot of money left, but to be fair, you've spent a fair bit of it recently in buying a lot of things. So
I
now,
feel like it's a lot of money still.
fair enough.
Because I don't have anything else I need to buy. You know what I mean?
Sure. I'm curious. I'm genuinely hoping that we are not going right back into battling Cheren, because if you recall, we had to talk to him for that battle to occur.
Right.
I actively went up and spoke to him. It was not like we went in his eye line and the exclamation mark came up and he walked up to us. Mm-hmm. So we might be able to bypass him for now and fight him again later when we've had a chance to level up more.
Okay.
So let's go down this way.
Okay.
We used this strength rock. Sure. That's a battle. Against Excadrill.
Oh, bloody boy.
Fight, switch, or run against a level 39 Excadrill.
He is ground and steel.
Correct.
Okay, so fire has a plus, water has a plus. Fighting. Ground. Is that right?
Yeah. In fact, ground might be 4 times. Ground is 4 times, yeah.
Wait. It's rock and steel?
No.
Oh.
What did
I thought it was ground and steel.
Oh, you're right. My bad.
Okay,
No,
okay.
You're right. So, no, ground is only 2 times. Right,
Okay.
My bad.
So ground, fighting, fire, and water.
Yep.
Right? Is that all of them?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Because grass and ice are both minuses in steel.
Yeah.
Okay. So we will do... What the fuck will we do? We will do... We've got lots of fire types.
Correct.
We could bring one in.
You've got one that's 2 types that it's weak against in Embor, or you can do Darmanitan or Volcarona.
Well, let's bring in Darmanitan.
Okay. Scolipede comes out. Darmanitan comes in.
Is it the same level as Embor? Are they both 56?
Yes, all of your Pokemon except for
Volcarona.
Volcarona and Crocodile became 57 during that battle with
okay.
Cheren.
Well, it has a lot less HP than Embor, so.
Okay. So, Fire Punch.
Fire Punch!
By the way, it tried to use Horn Drill against you, which it said Darmanitan was unaffected. That's because Horn Drill is the one-hit KO move. That if it hits, automatically kills any Pokemon, no matter what. Like, I was going to say no matter what level, but that's incorrect, because my next point was going to be, it only works if you are a higher level than the Pokemon that you are fighting against when you use that move, which Excadrill is not, so it will literally never affect you as any of your Pokemon.
I thought you were going to say, because a one-hit KO can't hit a one-hit wonder.
Wow, I was not going to say that, but if you want to
so.
say that for flavor, you're more than welcome to say that. I'm not going to argue with you on that.
Lots of flavor.
Fire Punch does, in fact, finish off the Excadrill.
One-hit wonder. Thank you, Darmanitan.
447 experience, which is actually not bad, and Scolipede 447 as well. But if we now go... Wow, 2 steps, huh? Or 1 step? It's a Durant.
Oh. It's been a bit since I've seen one of these.
Yeah. Fight, run, or switch against a level 41 Durant.
We will... Oh, Scolipede comes in.
Yeah, you can switch Scolipede out of the top if you'd like, but
Yeah.
Scolipede is who was up top because you were trying to get to 56 on Scolipede, which you now have done. So.
Okay. Yeah, but who am I going to put up top? I don't even know, man.
Whatever. Deal with this Durant first, and then we can kind of chat about that if you'd like. But
Alright, let's, I don't know. Maybe we should just fight it.
with Scolipede?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe that's stupid.
I mean, I don't know. Nothing is stupid. Like, you do whatever you want. You are 15 levels stronger than this thing, but, I mean, if you want to take it out quickly, what 2 types is it?
Bug and rock?
No. Close.
Bug and ground? Bug
No.
and... What else is close? Steel?
Yes.
Okay.
Bug and Steel.
So we'll put Embor back in, or Darmanitan, I mean.
Darmanitan in. It is 4 times weak to fire, and you sure do, as you said, have a lot of fire types.
Yeah.
Alright, here comes Darmanitan. It used Iron Head on you, which does 30 damage. It's not very effective.
Okay, well, Fire Punch.
Makes sense to me. It hits, and down goes Durant. Super effective. 475 experience for both Darmanitan and Scolipede. Okay, before we start moving, who comes up top?
See, the thing is... You know what? Okay. So, I feel like Crocodile is gonna be the one that we really need through here. Like, it's gonna be fine against the wild encounters, I feel like, and then it's gonna be probably one of the better ones against Cheren
Okay.
when we go back to fighting him.
Okay.
So, I think I want to use Crocodile because at least it'll get the experience then before we fight Cheren.
Okay.
But it's silly because Crocodile's already level 57, whereas everyone else is 56, except for Volcarona,
Of
who we're
course.
definitely not using against Cheren.
What do you mean not using against Cheren? Because of the stones and everything?
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, I mean, I guess if it doesn't use the stones, we could use Volcarona.
Sure, yeah.
But we won't know if it's going to or not.
Correct.
So I don't know, man. Maybe that's dumb, but...
I don't think, again, nothing is dumb. That is, take that out of your mind. Like, if you are asking if something makes sense, I can answer you if it makes sense or not. But nothing is dumb.
So does it make sense?
So, yeah, I mean, he has a rock type, right? So, you did the right thing in putting Crocodile in against the rock type. Now, the thing is, he starts with Liepard. So, if you start with a Pokemon that can take out Liepard, which you arguably did with Scolipede, right?
Right.
Then you don't have to worry about, like, when he is going to put in Gigalith, you have the heads up as to when Gigalith is coming in, just like you did the last time, and you did the exact right thing again by putting in Crocodile. Now, technically, I guess you could have put in Emboar and used a fighting type move against it instead, but Earthquake killed it in one. It's just that it has Sturdy. Nothing is going to break Sturdy, except for dealing damage to it like that. So, and you don't have anything, to my recollection.
Don't get through Sturdy?
No.
Oh.
In fact, I think you crit.
That.
I think you crit with Earthquake.
Oh.
But I don't think you needed to. But regardless, Sturdy, if that Pokemon is at full health, it will never go to 0 from full health if it has Sturdy.
Okay.
Except possibly for a one-hit KO move, but I think that also gets rid of that. Like, doesn't make it work, so.
All right, so let's sort of toggle between Scolipede and Crocodile as my two that I'm going to use throughout this cave.
Okay.
To get them up a little bit higher and more ready for fighting Cheren.
Okay. So the Crocodile is your number 1, Scolipede number 2 right now?
Well, a Scolipede got a lot more experience, so it might be on the cusp of leveling.
It is, yeah.
So maybe we put Scolipede up front, and then once it
2.
levels, we'll swap.
Okay. I don't hate that. Now, interestingly, first we run into a wild Mienfoo.
Ah.
Level 41. As always, fight or switch.
X-Scissor.
It hits. Does not kill because it's not very effective, but Jump Kick misses and it crashes and kills itself.
Oh no.
Mienfoo faints.
Mienfoo, I'm so sorry. That was terrible.
394 experience for Scolipede. Now, we were here when we went through the Victory Road. There was a rock blocking this cave.
Ah.
There isn't anymore.
I see.
Because, see, you caught Cobalion. And so, Trial Chamber. You're here.
I'm here.
So, Cobalion was what 2 types?
Fighting and steel.
Correct. Virizion was what 2 types?
Grass and fighting.
Okay. So, we talked about this last time. And I'm going to give it to you. You guessed it correctly. Some people may say, oh, it was like technically your second guess or whatever, but I mean like... So, yes, this one is also going to be fighting type, right? That's the thing. But you were trying to guess what the second type of it would be. First of all, we're far removed from that, so I don't know if you remember that you guessed it right. But you did, which was insane. Looking at this Pokemon right now, what do you think its second type is?
Rock or ground.
You are correct. So, if that's the case, before we fight it, who do you want up top? You have a moment here. Checking the chart.
Yeah. Embor.
Embor is up top. A fire type. Okay. I respect it.
Yeah.
Do you want to give like a potion or something to Darmanitan to bring it back up to full since it's down by 30 points? Like a super potion or a fresh water.
Just a regular potion then.
Regular potion, it'll be 10 down from full.
Yeah.
That's okay?
Yeah, what was the other one? A fresh water is how many?
50. Or a super. It's also 50.
Yeah, okay. Well, we've got a million of those fucking things anyway. I guess it doesn't much matter.
Okay. So you do want to use a 50?
Yeah.
All right. So we will go
It should be at full anyways.
to here. You have 6 supers and 15 fresh waters. They both do exactly the same thing. So you want to do a super?
Yeah.
Okay. 1 super on Darmanitan, back to full. Nobody else is down any points. I will do the classic legendary thing of saving right before the battle, just in case, right? Some random errant crit and you don't get to catch this thing, if you want to, of course.
Oh, I guess I was looking at the wrong slot.
Why?
Yeah, I was looking at the wrong slot.
Okay.
So maybe we leave Scolipede in for Solar Beam?
So are you trying to kill it or catch it?
Right. Right then. Well, I am trying to... Let's put a Psychic in.
Yeah, that
we
makes
don't
sense.
have that.
Nope, sure don't.
We could put Crocodile in and use our Ghost type attack.
We could, yes. Okay, is that what you want to do? I mean, like, if you're trying for something neutral, right, but still on a Pokemon that isn't going to be, well, it is part fighting. You're going to put a Dark type in against a fighting type?
Fuck. Just...
Don't be upset with me,
It's
man.
so hard.
Yeah. Why does the game have to
Just
be
use
hard?
Scolipede. Just use fucking Scolipede on everything.
Oh, God. Okay. Scolipede. Let's give it a try, I guess. Are we ready?
Yeah.
I'm going to save again now that we've properly switched up the team here. All right. Here you go, Amy. Good luck.
Thanks.
Guru. As always, let me know what you think of the design of the Pokemon.
Okay. That was neat.
This is Terrakion. Level 42. And you've got Scolipede.
Okay.
Level 56. So realize you are 14 levels stronger than this Pokemon.
Okay. Let's use... oh, I'm so scared.
Actually, I'm so sorry. First, as a reminder, we do have Quick Balls that say a somewhat different Pokeball that provides a better catch rate if it is used at the start of a wild encounter.
Okay.
So you always try for a Quick Ball first.
Right.
And then you can go into moves and stuff if you need, but always try the Quick Ball first.
Got it.
Okay? It did not work.
Okay.
Had to try. All right, anyway. Helping Hand that failed.
It's good. There's no other Pokemon here, dude.
Correct.
Alright, maybe we do Double Edge and see how much it does. Probably nothing, but we'll
Probably
pretend.
very little, yes, but hey, let's give it a try. Who cares?
He's
Double
got
Edge.
cheddar cheese slices on his
Shoulders.
shoulder.
You are hit by recoil. It did that much. That's not nothing. And here is Sacred Sword, which does very little. It's not very effective.
Okay. We just gotta keep doing this forever.
Yeah, we could Double Edge again if you want. That did decent damage.
We could do Poison Jab.
Okay.
Do you think that would be too much?
It's not very effective against rock, so you should be fine.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay. Helping Hand.
We just need to catch it promptly.
It's It's not very effective. It's in the red. That's great.
Okay.
So now the question is, basically, Ultra Ball or Dusk Ball?
Oh, dusk.
Dusk Ball. Works better at night and in caves. It is both night and in a cave.
And it's in the red.
1, 2, 3. No. Ah.
So close.
Very close. Sacred Sword again. Still not very effective against you. Dusk again.
Yeah.
You got it.
I'm so
Come on,
scared.
Terrakion. No need to be scared. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
Congratulations, Amy.
I thought this was gonna take forever, and it was gonna like almost kill Scolipede, and then it was gonna take recoil damage on something and just fucking die.
Oh my god. Third ball, baby. Third ball. Anyway, Terrakion's data was added to the Pokedex. Terrakion, the cavern Pokemon, is in fact a rock fighting type.
Yes.
It is 6'3".
Ah! What?
It's taller than me, and it weighs 573.2 pounds.
Oh my god!
And this is your Pokemon now. This Pokemon came to the defense of Pokemon that had lost their homes in a war among humans.
Wow.
We learned that about
Cool.
Cobalion and Virizion and stuff too.
He weighs like 3 of me.
Give a nickname. No. Terrakion was transferred to Box 2, and you now have Terrakion. Congratulations.
Like 4 of me, really.
Alright, so Crocodile is going to
Almost.
dig us out of here. Back to the Pokemon League. And so now, you want to go check out your Terrakion?
Yes.
Actually, I guess we can heal up. Why not? There's a little bit of health down on Scolipede. Okay. Now, I would recommend, and this is entirely your call, it's your game, but I would recommend that we kind of continue on in the game from where we left off in Lacunosa instead of going to rematch Cheren right now.
Okay.
Because we do have to come back here. I can talk to you about that in a minute after we check out this Pokemon. But if we go to Box 2, Terrakion, your only Pokemon in Box 2.
Okay.
It is the Hasty Nature. It is level 42. It is plus speed minus defense, which is awkward for a rock type. It does have Justified, just like the other two Pokemon have. It raises its attack when hit by a dark type move.
Oh.
Okay, like I said, just like the other two. It has Helping Hand, like the other ones do. It has Sacred Sword, like the other ones do.
Oh.
90 power, 100 accuracy, fighting type move, excuse me. I did the same thing you do. The user attacks by slicing with its long horns. The target's stat changes don't affect this attack's damage.
Okay.
So, in other words, if it raises its defense, you don't give a damn, even though this is a physical move. You're still going to do 90 power stab boosted of a hit with this thing.
Yeah.
And it has Rock Slide as a stab move as well. 75 power physical move, 90 accuracy. And may make the target flinch. And yeah, I mean, these are your stats. You've got 131 HP, 119 attack, 73 defense, 74 special attack, 83 special defense, and 111 speed.
Wow. Okay.
What do you think of Terrakion?
Awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you have an opinion of it compared to the other two?
No.
Okay.
I mean, it looks less graceful, and it's definitely clunkier, weight-wise and
Yeah.
build-wise.
Sure, yeah.
But, you know, it looks fucking cool. It is fucking cool,
Yeah.
stats-wise and abilities and whatnot.
Sure.
Well, moves, I mean, not
Sure.
abilities, but... Yeah, it's awesome.
All right. Well, congratulations. You now have caught the legendary trio in this game.
Yeah.
And actually, yeah, you can see that Rock Slide, Giga Drain, and Iron Head are the only differences among the three. And then, of course, their types. But,
Right.
But I mean, like, of their moves. They're all the same level. They're different natures. Yeah, they're all different natures. So, yeah, there you go. You did it, Amy.
Awesome.
And rightfully so. Vespiquen has a box all to herself because she's a
Yes.
queen and she doesn't need anybody else.
Well, the queen stays pretty separate from everybody.
Exactly. All these worker bees over here, like your 3 legendaries and your legendary dragon and all that. Screw them. You have a queen in your second box.
Exactly.
All right. Well, like I said, what do you think of my idea? Do you like the idea of holding off on battling Cheren again for a bit?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I don't love it, but, whatever it's got to be.
Well, it doesn't have to be anything. I said I would recommend. That's your call, to be honest with you.
Hey, if you recommend it, then I'm going to do it.
Okay. Well, anyway, if we fly back to Lacunosa Town, which is, again, where we were at the end of the last episode and beginning of this one, we've been around all of these areas already, right? We checked out all these places. But what happens when we leave the town? Where are we trying to go? Here we go. This is Route 13. Thanks, sign. And this girl wants to battle us.
Ah.
Oh, a traveling trainer. Let's battle, just for fun.
Okay. You're cool.
It's Lass Fey with 3 Pokemon. Baneri is first.
Oh.
Scolipede. This Baneri is level 63, by the way.
Yikes. Okay.
Fight or switch?
Well, shit. X-Scissor.
Okay. X-Scissor hits.
Cut all that fluff right off.
Oh my god. It used Healing Wish
Whoa.
and killed itself.
What?
The foe's Baneri fainted. You gained 1510 experience. And she's about to send in Snubble.
Gross.
Will you switch?
Yeah.
To?
Embor.
Scolipede comes out. Embor comes in. Snubble comes in for Lass Fey.
Brick break.
Makes sense to me. Brick Break. Hits.
Goodbye, you ugly thing. Get out of here.
Down in 1, super effective.
I
Snubble
will
faints.
snub you.
1295 experience, and she's going to send in Shroomish.
Huh.
Will you switch?
No.
Good call. Flame Charge or Flame Thrower?
Flame Charge.
This is her final Pokemon. Flame Charge hits. And takes down the Shroomish. Super effective. And you got a speed boost, but that's irrelevant. And the effect spore paralyzed you. Yeah, you grilled that mushroom. And Shroomish faints.
Uh-oh, we're paralyzed.
1,272 experience for Embor, and you beat Lass Fey. Huh? Is it already over? No, I want to see more Pokemon.
Huh. I'll show you all my Pokemon.
You got $1,008 for winning.
She's so cool. I love her.
She is pretty cool. When Pokemon use moves, or when they see you and catch your eye, your heart beats a little faster, doesn't it?
She's cool.
Yes, she is.
Her taste in Pokemon could use some work.
Ah, you don't like Baneri either?
No,
Okay.
not really.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay. We could probably just use a Paralyze Heal if you want on...
Yeah.
You have 10 of them, so... Paralyze Heal on poor Embor here. There's a Cut Tree down here. I don't know if we have Cut on anybody.
I want to be friends.
That's not this game. You can't, like, call her or whatever. Or have her call you. She just says the same thing she said before.
Okay.
Oh, there's an item there.
All right.
So we can get a cut Pokemon and go back for that later if you want.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to go for it right now? And not battle this kid first? It's up to you.
Yeah. Just because we'll...
Alright.
We're going to come back over here anyways.
It's a wild Soul Rock.
Oh, shit.
Level 48.
Oh, mother effer.
Your switch.
Oh, dear God. Solar Beam's gonna be... I mean, I feel like flavor-wise, at least, that wouldn't do shit against Soul Rock, but... Christ, and it's probably just gonna kill me anyway.
Well, you are 8 levels stronger than it if that makes you feel better.
I just want to survive a hit.
Sure.
Okay, yeah, let's try it.
Solar Beam?
Yeah.
You are faster. You absorb light.
Maybe it will also absorb light.
It used Embargo on you.
Oh.
And you can't use items anymore on Scolipede this battle.
Oh.
But Solar Beam hits. And down goes Soul Rock.
Wow.
Super effective. Soul Rock faints.
Soul Rock is so scary to me.
Fair. 1233 experience for Scolipede, and you are now level 57.
Yes.
With those pluses, not bad, not bad.
All right, I'll take it. Thank you. I like them.
154 HP, 140 attack, 122 defense, 93 special attack, 83 special defense, and 152 speed.
Yes.
Okay. Now, you said Scolipede switches out of the top when it becomes 57, or because they're both the same, you want to stay?
I want to stay.
Okay, you got it. All right, so yes, we're going back to the center to grab a Pokemon that knows Cut. We can replace who with it? Volcarona? Just for, brevity's sake. I think... Does Simisage still know Cut? I think so.
I don't know. I
Let's
don't know
find
who does.
Amanita's PC. Move Pokemon. We want... Yes. Simisage still knows Cut. So we'll take Simisage onto the team in place of Volcarona. And... off we go to go cut down that tree. Get that item. Whoop, wrong way. It's this way. We cut. That crazy hair. It's a Max Ether.
Ah.
Nice pickup. Okay. You know what? Not for nothing. I think this episode was pretty interesting.
I think so too.
Losing to Cheren, catching a Terrakion on the third ball. This is a pretty damn good episode. But that is going to be the end of this particular episode.
Yeah.
I really want to thank you all so very much for watching. I, as always, hope everybody enjoyed. We would love, love, love to hear your thoughts down in the comments section for us below. Keep the conversation going with us and your fellow commenters. If you're enjoying the things that we're doing on this channel, please don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell so that you will get notifications whenever any of our videos come out, including more of this series in the coming weeks. We are getting into what I would consider to be like the twilight of this game. We're almost done, but not quite. We've still got a couple of more things that I want to make sure that Amy sees and does. And we can talk. I said we would do it this time. I guess we'll talk next time about what is to come next and what our ultimate end game goal is here, and when we will know when we can stop. Obviously, we have at least one more sage to find and stuff like that, so there are still things for us to do. But don't forget that we also have other series on this channel and other channels. Links down in the description box below for our Magic the Gathering channel, Geek for All,
and Gluten Free for All,
as well as links to our socials, including Gluten Free for All's Instagram. So, please feel free to check those things out. Don't forget, likes and shares here on YouTube go a very long way, and we really appreciate any and all support that you are willing to give. But, for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe.
And I'm Amy.
And as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody!